I will forever hate the number 24, simply because it is not as funny as 25. 2024 has been one of the hardest years of my life. I've never faced more challenges and setbacks in just one trip around the sun. It started with getting COVID, followed by getting my phone stolen a few days later. Then my bird, Mango, fucking died. After that, I gained 30 pounds, lost my job, tore my shoulder, broke up with my ex-girlfriend, and recently injured my wrist. And as I write this, there are still 25 days left in the year, leaving myself wide open for more pain. Unfortunately, I have not grown to be a masochist. This year at least. I'm hoping for the best, prepared for the worst, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised by anything in between. It's way too easy to hyperfixate on the negatives of this year, but recently, I've been able to shift my perspective. It's been hard, but it's also been transformative. I grew my skills in hobbies like photography, read nearly 30 books, got into the best shape of my life despite the injuries, started therapy, and found more happiness and awareness than I've felt in years, and built a stronger base of support and confidence in myself. Challenges weren't just bad luck, they were opportunities, however painful, for growth. I asked for strength, and the universe sent me obstacles to overcome. I used to pray for strength to get me through tough times, but these days, I ask for courage to move forward and to trust the process. The night is always darkest just before the dawn, and the dawn is always coming. This year has been defined by the number 24. 2024, my 24th year of life, and the 24 pounds I've lost along the way. It's actually 26 now. It doesn't fit this alliteration I've got going on. So I wanted to share the 24 lessons I've learned this year. Lessons shaped by both the victories and the losses, the days and nights spent yearning. The following are quotes I made to encapsulate the lessons I learned. Number 1. Pain from the past cannot be ignored. It will show up uninvited, say hi, and only grow louder if left untreated. Basically means that you cannot ignore your issues / past traumas. You need to be able to take the time to heal so you can grow into a healthier direction. This is hard. Number 2. Grief is love with nowhere to go. Loss is such a heavy burden. The body is just a vessel, but the ones we love are always with us. Number 3. Love is not enough to sustain a relationship. This goes for any kind of relationship. Respect, mutual support, reciprocity, and challenging each other to grow better are hallmarks of good relationships. Number 4. Therapy should be government provided and mandated to all people from the ages of 10 till death. Hot take for sure, but I feel very strongly about it. Mental health support is stigmatized and inaccessible for most people. Lifting those barriers would help people become their best selves, make our world a much nicer place to live in. Number 5. There are decades where nothing happens, weeks where decades will happen. Change happens slowly, then quickly all at once. Hoping to see some massive changes in my lifetime, we all will have a role to play. Number 6. Nothing ever happens. Anomalies are prevented. On the flip side, the system we live under has built-in protections to temper any change deemed too radical. It is by design very intricate. I'd almost appreciate it if it weren't so evil. Number 7. People should not be scared to try new things in order to find themselves. People should have hobbies and interests. It adds a lot to their character. They don't have to strive to be the best in the world or anything, but it could teach them lessons and make them more well-rounded. Number 8. Passion about an interest / hobby is hot and sexy. Attraction extends far beyond the flesh. I like women who are competent in things, whatever their thing may be. The effort and commitment is hot. Number 9. Coolness is not equal being nonchalant about everything. People are too scared to be seen having a good time. God forbid we see you be happy. Social media is making our social interactions evolve in an overall cursed direction. I am not sure if things will change for the better here. Number 10. It is really easy to get fat in America. The food here has too many preservatives, there are microplastics in our bodies, especially in my balls, and fitness / nutrition is not taught adequately. Number 11. Doing cardio training regularly improves almost every aspect of your life. Doing cardio helped me lose nearly 30 pounds. I'm in the best shape of my life because of it. Vastly improved my daily life, hiking, weightlifting, climbing, sex, blood pressure, and much more. I recommend 4 weekly 30-minute sessions of your preferred form of cardio. Number 12. People-pleasing can and will ruin. Kindness has to be nuanced and gatekept in a capitalist society. Jesus was killed, and anyone like him would also be today. Kindness has to be discerned with a certain finesse and nuance, otherwise you will be taken advantage of. Number 14. Our beliefs create our reality. We create the world around us. We hold a lot of power in that regard. I am the master of my own life, and so are you. Number 15. Choosing to love someone means accepting they will inevitably disappoint you, and that's okay. We cannot expect people to love us perfectly. People can only love us to the extent of which they love themselves, and sometimes it's not very much. Number 16. The body heals itself over and over again. With proper rest and recovery, we can build ourselves up stronger than ever. Number 17. Opening yourself up to others and new experiences is one of the hardest, dangerous, and most rewarding acts you can do. Results may vary. Number 18. People do things that betray their values every day. We cannot expect perfection from ourselves. Survival is is our base directive after all. Number 19. True freedom is a fantasy for the working class. On my Marxist class solidarity type shit, we're all on this together whether we like it or not. Number 20. Self-worth doesn't lie behind some future achievement, relationship, or milestone. It exists here and now. You are already worthy. The phrase earn a living has done irreparable harm to our collective mental health, reducing the value of our existence to a transaction. Number 21. Nature will not exist for future generations as it did for previous ones. The climate is going to change, that much is certain. Personally, I'm just trying to savor nature while I still can, before our catastrophic karma catches up with us. Sorry Mother Earth for whatever it's worth. Number 22. Going into nature is very grounding and good for your mind, body, and soul. On my worst days, I find myself drawn to hiking and immersing myself in nature. It calms me, a soothing escape from the chaos of late-stage capitalism. Why would plants share resources though? Don't they realize there's no profit in that? Number 23. A close one to me. Addiction creeps up on you, but sobriety is incredibly liberating. For a significant chunk of my life, I was addicted to a substance. I'm not gonna name it, but ripping myself out of that situation is something I'm deeply proud of. Now, I'm doing my best to build a life I don't feel the need to escape from, and I hope others can too. Number 24. My favorite lesson I learned this year. Friendship can blossom anywhere. It's up to you to be the gardener. In my loneliest moments as a younger man, I'd cling to Einstein's discovery. Time isn't real. The past, present, and future all exist at once, intertwined. Even if I felt lonely in that moment, I reminded myself, somewhere in the future, I had already met and cherished countless friends. All I had to do was find them, and I did. 2024 has been a horrible year, but thankfully, it's almost over. I've observed, endured, and learned so much. In a few weeks, I'll be 25, stepping into a new season of my life. To quote Devontae Hines, nothing lasts forever, and I told you. I just really hope 2025 is kind to me. I'm determined to manifest everything I want in life. As an avid ChatGPT user, I shared my 5-year goals and asked them to write a story about a day in my life with 30-year-old me who had achieved all of them. That vision is now my guiding light, and I am actively working to make it a reality. I will overcome laziness, lock in, and stay focused. Nothing will stop me, except perhaps my untimely demise. Besides that, I got this. I'm going to do my best. Then again, what do I know? I'm just some guy, some 24-year-old guy who doesn't know anything about anything. Thank you for watching.